Hi, this is Dawn Tesor from Fidelity Photos, and I want to welcome you to Wellness Wednesday. Today, my guest is Kim Dominici, and she is a wellness advocate and educator. Kim is a mom of three, a high school special education teacher, and a wellness educator who teaches others how to be proactive with their health using natural products. 5 years ago, Kim was turned on to a new way of thinking using plant-based wellness and essential oils. When she saw the positive changes in her family's moods, sleep habits, focus, energy, and immune systems, she dove into learning more about how to kick the toxics out of her home and lead a healthier, chemical-free life. Now, Kim educates others on how to make simple changes that have a powerful impact on their health today and for the future. The positive impact she sees with individuals and families motivates her to keep sharing and helping others. She is forever grateful for this new way of life. It has been such a blessing for her family. So welcome, Kim. I'm so glad to see you.
Thanks for having me, Dawn. So nice
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah, Kim and I met last year, or I guess it was almost 2 years ago, at the Women's Expo. And I was so excited because she's a young living representative, meaning Young Living essential oils. And I love Young Living, so I ran over and I was like, oh my God. And I wound up buying the whole kit and being so excited with my choice. But even more than that, I got to meet Kim and go to some of her functions before we had the current health crisis that we're in. And she is a master of magic when it comes to essential oils and how to use them. So I invited her here today so she could tell a little bit about her story and also, talk about how essential oils and other practices that she's used in her life have led to a healthier, happier lifestyle for her and her family. So hello.
Thanks for having me. So before we get started, I'm actually going to put on a little of this Valor. It gives me a little confidence before I do some public speaking. So I always like to just dab a little on, because even though I'm a teacher and all that, I still get a little nervous sometimes. So.
And I do love Valor because it for me, I call it brave. So whenever I'm feeling a little nervous, I put it in. I have like a little necklace, so I put it in my little necklace.
Nice. Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me. So my story, like you said, 5 years ago, my sister turned me on to this new way of thinking, and she gave me oils and a diffuser such as this, and was like, here you go. And I said, I don't even know what to do with this.
Yeah, but they smell good.
So I said, all right, let me just start dabbling. So I put some in the diffuser to make the house smell good. I was like, well, that's really nice. And then I started putting them on the kids before they would go to sleep. And then I noticed they were sleeping better. And I was like, oh, maybe there's something to this. So the teacher and me dove in a little bit further to do a little bit more research. And then I found out there were so many different ways I could kick the toxins out of my home and replace them with natural things such as oils. And I started using them for cleaning to help boost our immune systems. I was drinking their superfood drink, and I was noticing that we were feeling better. Our immune systems were up, and it was just a huge positive change for our family. And once I started to see those positive changes, then I just started talking about it with others. And the girl that sits next to me at work, her baby wasn't sleeping, and I said, here, take some lavender, put it on the baby's toe, and then the baby was sleeping through the night. So it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, so I have a question because I know you mentioned it before, and I forgot about that because I have trouble sleeping sometimes, and last night was a particularly difficult night. So what do I put on my feet? I forget.
So this is really interesting. You have these VitaFlex points on your hands and on your feet and even on your ears, and they're connected to the organs in your body and their systems. So you could take an oil such as lavender, even Valor, and put it on your big toe, because your big toe is connected to your brain. So when you put
that's good to know.
When you put an oil such as lavender on your big toe, it's like telling your brain, chill out.
That is crazy. And then you don't have to, like, if you're not interested in smelling a strong smell when you're trying to sleep, it's all the way at your toe.
Yeah.
That's cool. So
so
how do you know that the big toe is messaged directly to the brain? Is that one of the things you found out about?
Yeah, it is. I had a reference guide and I opened it up and I saw there was this chart and then I read more about it. So you can even Google like VitaFlex points, you know, and it
That's
will
so cool.
tell
I'm gonna
you.
actually I'm gonna cheat and take a note.
So even
Flex points.
it's right now, think about it. There's all that stuff floating in the air, you know, like we're all like sneezing and everything. So your sinuses are connected to, if these were my toes, the three right here, this little pad underneath the three middle toes.
Yes.
So you take lavender, lemon, and peppermint and rub it right under there.
And you stop sneezing?
Yeah, that's your sinuses.
And that's on the VitaFlex point charts.
Yeah, your sinus points. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. All right. So I just learned something. So
cool.
That's exciting. Yeah. So I will look that up because I think that's a great resource for people because then it gives them a roadmap. It reminds me of, you know, ancient Chinese medicine and acupuncture. So I'm assuming it's kind of the same philosophy. Am I right? Or am I way off course?
You are correct. I was actually just at, he's also another part of our wellness journey, our holistic doctor. So I was just there this morning and he has all those charts up in his office, you know, the ears and the feet and the hands and how everything's just all connected.
That is so cool. All right. So I think what would be great for people to know is that you have a page called livingessentially.com. And then if anybody wants to know more and have like schedule like a one-on-one with you, they could just drop in their contact information. You could reach them, right?
Yes. If you go to thinkessentially.com, it's got our events and my blog, which I'm picking back up on, and our services and events. You know, we just had a beers and oils event.
Oh, yes, that's right. Was it fun? It was like
it was fun.
It was a matching beer and essentials and cookies.
Yes, yes.
I remember the word cookies in there.
Yes, we do a lot of fun things.
Yes, you do. You do. Okay, cool. So let's get back to your story because I know it's important because you have a lot that happened in your journey. So you said that you started kicking toxins out of your home, and there was a phrase that you used. We were talking the other day, and there was something you said. I forget.
Yes. Right. So, you know, as women, women and even men, you know, we think that so many things we experience are normal because they're common. Everyone is tired. A lot of us are tired and we feel fatigued. There's no energy. Our libido is lacking. You know, we're gaining weight. We have all this head tension going on, and everyone thinks, oh, that's just normal because it's common. And it's not normal. Our bodies are supposed to be running at, you know, their best, you know, we're supposed to be living our best life. And when those things are happening, something's going on with your body. And that's kind of what happened to me. I was sharing this with you the other day. 2 years ago, I had something happen, and that really jump started our journey here, where I'm a mom of 3, as you said. My husband was working nights. Yeah, I'm a teacher. My husband works nights and weekends. We got a lot going on. I'm a special needs mom. So I just felt that being tired and having a lot of head tension, I couldn't lose, you know, no matter how hard I was working out, I couldn't lose the pooch.
I got that right now. Yeah.
And then one day, I just fainted. I just passed out. And I got to go to the ER. I had staples in my head. It was a whole big deal. And no one could tell me why. They were like, she's healthy. I went to the cardiologist. I went to the neurologist. They ran all these tests. You know, I was in doctor's offices for hours. They did CAT scans, all these scans. Nothing was turning up. So I was like, but this isn't right. Like a month later, I still felt as if I had just passed out. I still felt exhausted. And one day I felt like wasn't going to wake up. It was that scary. So
yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, I said, you know what, maybe I need to go and talk to our holistic doctor. I don't know why I never thought of him in the first place, but I guess I was just kind of in the fog and just getting through the days.
And it was a crisis. You fainted.
Yeah. I went to see him, and all my adrenals had basically shut down, and my endocrine system was a total wreck. And I didn't know this at the time, but your endocrine system plays such a role in your whole body, you know, your hormones, your blood pressure, you know, your weight management,
Yep.
your, you know, your energy level. It just pretty much controls everything. And
Yep.
that had shut down on me.
And that
So
was
he,
from pushing, like being like super mom, teacher,
yes,
and
I
like
guess,
just
and I
running on
wasn't,
empty eventually.
yeah, and I wasn't listening to my body when I was tired. I wasn't taking care, you know, I was just like, I can do this. This is normal. Everyone feels this way.
Yeah.
Everyone, you know,
Yeah.
and we all do. You know, I
Yep.
talk to so many moms and they're like, just so tired, or, you know, so you know, what's common is not necessarily normal, and you need to listen to your body. And that's what I learned from that experience. So that really put me on a path to making sure that we're doing what we need to do to keep our bodies balanced and in the moment. You know, sometimes I'll feel tired. I'm like, you know what? I need to rest. I need to listen to my body.
So
Um,
so you use like the oils started as somebody kind of your sister dropped them in your lap and you're like,
yeah,
oh, these smell good. And that's pretty much what I started with. Oh, like lavender makes
yeah,
me feel like, you know, like it smells pretty. But it's really much more than that. And tell me
it
about
is.
the little drink that you have, that little pouch.
Oh,
The,
so in here, this,
yeah, the magical elixir of life.
yes. So this is the Ningsa Red. It's like a superfood drink. So I really made sure that I started drinking this more often. It's amazing for your overall wellness and health. It comes from a part of China where the people live till over 100 years old.
Ah, sweet. I know it tastes good too because I've tried it. It's very good.
Yes, it's great. It's great for your immune system. It's the highest antioxidant drink that is on the market.
Awesome.
And again, through this journey, I learned, and I never knew it before, antioxidants kill free radicals, and the free
Yep.
radicals in our system are what make you look and feel older.
Yes. And can eventually, you know, if left unchecked, can lead to cancer and you know, even
Yes,
more serious
diseases. Yeah,
problems. Yeah.
yeah. So I drink about 3 ounces a day. My kids drink it in the morning before they head off to school. I put it in seltzer.
Awesome.
I make sure that we drink it every day because I need us all, especially, you know, with everything going on, to be on our A game. And you know what? Sometimes I feel more tired and I take a little bit extra as a boost.
Awesome.
Um,
Now
yes,
I think is the main ingredient wolfberry? Is that the kind of the
ingredients will vary, yes. And it's got oils in it, like an orange oil and lemon oil.
oh, so
And
it's got
it's
some
some of
oils
my
too.
friends that are diabetic, they take it because it's not, you know, it doesn't affect their diabetes at all because
That's
it's
awesome.
not,
There's no
well, it's
sugar.
not full of sugar. Right, yeah.
And the other thing just that I'd want to say, interject, I actually researched it because I tried it and it was delicious and I'm very, very fussy. Like if I don't like the taste, I'm not going to do it, no matter how good it is for me.
Right.
Like I'm kind of like a naughty that way. But you know, some people that have autoimmune conditions are concerned because wolfberry is deemed to be a nightshade, and but I researched it, and wolfberry has no, there's not really a lot of science saying that wolfberry triggers autoimmune to flare. So that gave me a lot of comfort because it's something
Yeah.
that I'm definitely going to be adding because I tried it and ran out and then just kind of forgot about it. But then once I was talking to you again, I was like, oh yeah, I got to add that back in because it's a great
Yeah.
superfood. It's a superfood and not a
It's
lot
a,
of time, right? It doesn't take a
right. No, I just pour a little shot glass every day. The kids have their own little shot glasses and then they just pour it in. And then I'll, you know, mix it with seltzer or whatever, you know, before I go to work. But the key here was just to be proactive. Like so many people, I think, wait for sickness to strike
yep.
instead of going in reverse and being proactive and trying to take a step up before it hits.
Right. For wellness. So you do the oils, but I also heard that you've incorporated self-care, meaning like if
Yes.
you're tired and your body is like, wow, I need a break, you take a break.
Yes,
And it's
yes. And I
okay to take
really,
a break.
it is. And I really, you know, my husband and I, like, it's great. He's very supportive because he's like, okay, so you need to take a little rest, you know, go take a break or whatever. Cause it's tiring, you know, especially now I'm teaching with a mask and I'm teaching the kids like this. And then I'm teaching kids in a class. It's been, you know, and then managing the kids at home. It's been a lot.
Yes.
So, taking a rest, taking time for yourself, you know, it's you can't, and I would love to work out a lot more than I do now, but I just physically can't. I had to stop running and now I walk. I
Oh,
had
that's
to
good.
kind of make little swaps.
Right. Awesome. So tell me about, do you want to talk more about your story, or do you want to talk about, you said something about you, and I forget the phrase you used, but I really like it. It's something about like kind of adding more healthy products to get rid of like the old toxins, like
Oh, the ditch and switch.
ditch and switch. That's it. Ditch and switch. Yeah. So tell me about that, because a lot of people don't realize, like, you take it to the level of, okay, I'm going to use products in my body that are better. I'm going to work out gently, yoga, walking, whatever. I'm going to do some meditation, mindfulness. I'm going to rest when I need to. But what about all the chemicals we're using that we don't even realize, especially now with COVID? People are concerned about keeping the house sanitized, but how can we do those things in a healthy way?
So yeah, it's interesting to know, again, this whole journey taught me some new things. Our skin has no filter. So when you're putting on lotions or creams that have ingredients that you can't pronounce, that stuff is going into your skin and your bloodstream, and it's staying there.
Yes. And a lot of them become, endocrine disruptors.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the endocrine system, and parabens and a lot of products are really bad for that. And they go through your skin, through your cosmetics and whatever.
Yeah. And that's why I think it took me a long time to recover from that, what happened to me, because my body had just built up over time. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and not, like, it was just a free for all. Here, have this, try that, and now we know better, so we do better. But no, we started slowly ditching things in our home and replacing them with natural products. So I buy a bottle of my thieves cleaner, and it just has thieves oil, lemon, water, and everything you can pronounce. It's all natural. And I take one capful, put it in a 16-ounce bottle, and I clean the house. So that just replaced my oven cleaner, my soft scrub for my toilet. I use it for so many things.
And it smells like Christmas.
It smells like Christmas. Yes, you can, and you don't have to run out of cleaning your bathroom with like your, like a
gas mask on. Exactly.
So it's just about making simple swaps. I think I've saved money since oiling. As so many people think, oh my gosh, money, but I just swap things out in my house. I don't need to buy air fresheners anymore or candles. I use a diffuser.
Yep. And it only takes a few drops. If you put in more, like if it drops more and you didn't want it to, then it's like, so you only need like 2 or 3 drops in a dose, so to speak.
Right. So then we like with the laundry room, I don't use dryer sheets anymore because dryer sheets are so toxic. So I take wool dryer balls that I bought on Amazon, and I'll put a drop of, say, citrus oil on it, and throw the dryer balls into the dryer, and my clothes are dry in half the time.
Wow.
And they smell fresh.
And they smell good. And you don't have all those chemicals. Yes, I'm allergic to dryer sheets. So yeah, they're really bad. They're one of the worst things you can use.
And then like with the stove, when you have something that bubbles over on the stove, I take baking soda, a couple of drops of lemon oil, and I make a little paste, and then I scrub, I rub it into the stove, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I wipe it off, and it's sparkling.
And it's done. And it's safe. It's safe for the kids. It's safe for you. Awesome.
Yeah, and if you have pets, it's safe for pets.
Yeah, I do. I do have pets that like to be everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm cautious about what I have on the floor. Like I'll steam my floors with a steamer, but I use thieves for everything now. So yeah, it's good stuff. So what else do you have to tell us? What other nuggets of amazing wisdom?
Well, I could talk all day on this now. What I do like to tell people is like, oh, well, why shouldn't I just buy something, at Whole Foods or Amazon? And I tell them.
That's a great question.
I
didn't hear that.
Oh.
Please try that again.
Oh, Siri's talking to me. Hold on, let me.
That would be our home assistants. She wanted to give you the answers.
She wanted to give me the answer. So peppermint oil was the one that really did that for me, really showed me the difference because
Between
think
like
about
a
it,
conventional store-bought
yeah.
versus Young Living. Got it.
If you're going into CVS and you can find essential oils for $3, that's a problem. Okay. um, because so what other companies do, if you think of when you make a nice pot of coffee,
Mm-hmm.
um, you take the grinds and you put them in and you do the water and you let everything run through once, and then you have this nice perfect pot of coffee. So what happens with other companies is it's as if they keep the same grinds and they run the water through 4 or 5 times. So then after that you have a watered down
Yeah,
cup of
like dirty
coffee.
dirty water
Right.
coffee. Yeah, that's never
Right. So
good.
then they add fillers, you try to add fillers or whatever to make it seem like it's okay. And that's what other companies do. They take fillers and they add all this stuff to it, which now you're defeating the purpose
Right,
because
because
you
you're
want
not getting the full blend of what you're looking. You're looking for
right.
something that has the um potency, I guess is the word. Is that the right word?
Yeah, and you're looking to kick right. You want to put something natural that has nothing, no junk. It's just oil on it, and now you're putting fillers and other chemicals in your skin, so you're defeating or releasing into the air, and you're defeating the purpose.
Right. Then you're
So
breathing in or whatever, or putting it on your counter. So I did have a question. Oh, one of the things that I found really interesting, because I did my own research, because I'm an accountant as well. So I don't like things that are too expensive unless I know why. And I was really um amazed. And I don't know if you know off the top of your head, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but it takes how much of a crop to make like one bottle of lavender? Do you know?
that's a huge amount. I don't know. I know that a bottle of lemon that is this big, it takes 75 lemons to make
Okay,
the bottle
that's a great reference. So it takes 75 lemons for that little
or
ounce.
something.
So you're
Yeah,
getting it's like it's not watered down. It's pure, oil or essence of the lemon. 75, that's a lot. So that would, how much does it cost to mass produce, all those bottles? So that's why it
right.
would be, the cost that it is, because you're getting the value for what the product is.
Yeah, I have rose oil
Uh-huh.
from Young Living because I actually won it. Like with I received it for free from the company,
Awesome.
and that retails for almost $300.
Really? Because it's made out of roses?
It's made from the rose petals and it takes so many roses. I wish I had the statistic. I'm going to text you later. But the amount of petals it takes to make one bottle of rose, and it's this big. It's not even a bigger bottle. It's this
Right,
big.
right.
It's crazy,
And
but
what
it
is
smells
I was gonna say,
amazing.
so it's mostly for the aromatherapy.
Yes.
That's the most, yeah.
And it's great for your face. It's amazing for your
Oh,
face.
right, like rose water. Yeah, I've used
Yeah.
that before.
Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome.
But
So
yeah.
you've done a lot of things, and there's different ways to use them. And I know that I went to your very fun class of Lucy Libido, and we made, it was about a year ago, and we made like fun oils for that, so to speak.
Yeah.
And there's an oil for that. And you're going to be coming back so that we can kind of do a class online and
Yes.
have some
Absolutely.
fun with maybe, who knows, maybe if people are interested, we could put kits together and everybody could participate at home or something like that. But yeah, so there's so many ways to use them. So some of the ways we talked about was aromatherapy or breathing. And then you have the ones that you use like in your spots, like your toes. You used your Brave before we got on. And how are you feeling? Are you nervous?
Great. No, I'm totally chill.
That's awesome. And then there's also ingesting. So when they're safe. Yeah. And that's another reason, if you're going to be using them, like there's certain ones you can add to water or to a smoothie or something like that. And you want to make sure that what you're drinking is pure, right?
Yes. So I like to put, peppermint in my water or, the lemon. I don't like to take the lemons from restaurants, so I'll do that.
Oh,
I'll grate
that's
up my
smart
lemon oil.
too. And
Yeah.
and plus you got to scrub the outside of the lemon and make sure, because a lot of people don't think of that when you're cutting it and when you're
Yeah.
squeezing
Yeah.
it, you're
Uh-huh.
getting all if there's toxins or what are those words? Oh, goodness gracious, why can't I think of it? Sometimes I blank out. Pesticides, yay!
Yes, yes, I know,
Right?
yes.
Some foods are dirty. So what's another way? Did I miss any?
So yeah, aromatically. So steaming from the diffuser. You can inhale from the bottle. Topically applying to the skin. So this is the one I use for my adrenals, Endoflex.
And do you have that? Do you put that in like some sort? Oh, that one was made for applying directly, but some you have to put in like a fractionated coconut oil or some
Yeah.
sort of
So
oil.
this is at the top. I put it on my adrenals every day, my thyroid.
And that's then, a blend that's okay to put directly on your skin.
Yep. I've even put it in my superfood drinks sometimes. Like I'll ingest it too. You can ingest it.
Cool. Awesome. But and that supports your adrenal fatigue that you experience.
Yes. Yeah. Your endocrine system. Yep.
Cool.
And then you can ingest. So I'll take a drop and I'll put it in, and the reason I say ours are safe to ingest, and let me just show you, because the Young Living has their seed to seal guarantee. Yep. Their farms. I've been to Utah. I've been on their lavender farms. They don't use any pesticides. They use oils to keep the bugs away.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But their oils that are in a white label, such as this, if it's available in a white label, it's safe to ingest.
Awesome. So that's good to know. And then the ones that are in, what's the alternative label?
So say, for example, I have the Citrus Fresh here.
Yes. And that's for cleaning?
Yes, it's really good at taking out the odors. Okay. But it also comes in a white label as well, like their Vitality. So either one is fine because it's the same oil in both.
Got it.
It's just the FDA kind of was like cracking down, years ago on things, right, and you can't label things,
Right. Whatever. So the ones that are in the white label generally are the ones that people can put a drop. You don't want to overdo it. I think I put a Thieves in a water bottle and I way overdid it. And so I didn't have to put oil in the bottle for like months because there was like it had
right. Yes. A little goes a long way. I also just slow your roll, I tell people.
Exactly. So you only need a drop. So I actually use a diffuser, the Young Living diffuser that I have. I use that in my studio. So when people come for a shoot, it's good to know, right? So when people come, so when people come for a shoot, depending on how my consultation went with them, like if I know that they're tend to be a little uncomfortable at first getting their picture taken or something like that, I'll use a lavender blend or something that's going to relax them. Or if there's someone that kind of would benefit from like a perk up, then I'll use like the citrus blend or something like that. So I always have that going as part of my experience.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. And then I have and then I have the float shoots that I added last year, and it was recommended actually one of my models because I like to experiment with new experiences before I kind of market them. And she told me what would make this perfect would be make the water warm. So I'm going to have the spout that comes out of my house, a blend of perfectly tempered water. And also she said, add essential oil to the water. So I'm going to have beautiful, relaxing blends to go with the experience. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
I'm coming back for a shoot.
Yeah, you're going to have to come do that because you literally get to float and I make you look amazing and you just kind of float there like you're in a spa.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there, Dawn.
Okay, when it gets warm, I'll have you come over. So did we miss any other ways to use them? I know we had cleaning.
No.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So, I mean, that pretty much covers everything, right? As far
as... They're so versatile. So versatile.
Yep. Awesome. So, people can find you at thinkessentially.com. You're always doing fun, creative kind of, I want to say parties. It's almost like a party, like where we get to do hands-on stuff with the oils and get to experience them and smell them. But you also teach because you're the teacher. You're a great like leader of but you also have a really fun way of going about it. So it's a fun experience to go and do it.
Yeah, we're all about the fun. We're all about the fun.
Yeah, we're all about the fun. So
I've met so many amazing people like you, and then I've connected with people I never would have connected before that's like on a different team, but we do fun stuff together. Like I've met so many amazing people. We have a great community, and that's what I say, like we're all about community, you know, on our Facebook page, people are helping each other out, you know, there's just so much going on.
And I think because you have a positive mindset and a healthy mindset, like you go to a natural path. Is it a natural path, your doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, your health. So your family is like, you're committed for your family for wellness all around. And this is just a piece of what you guys do.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a piece.
Yeah, it's a piece. You know, healthy living, healthy mindset. But because you're in a healthy mindset business, you're surrounded by healthy mindset people.
It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. So what's your next kind of workshop or get together? Do you know yet? I know you just got off of the beer.
Yeah, I'm working on planning on April. I know that we were talking about doing like an oils and crystals class.
Crystals, like magical, like, you know, crystals of the earth.
Yes.
Ooh, that's
exciting. So I have to work with one of the girls on my team. She's interested. We're going to pair up and do that together. And then I would think we're going to do the oily home makeover coming up. And I think we're going to do something focused on Elixir Red.
Beautiful. And I think
all the different ways you can use it.
Yeah, and I think it's great because even though we're getting out of, you know, the pandemic periods called, I think that going forward, health and vitality is more essential than it's ever been for us to keep our immune systems running, to keep, you know, reducing toxins. I mean, some toxins we're exposed to in the environment that we can't control, but what we can control is, you know, important.
Yeah.
And I think what's important to know also is people don't have to dive in and like totally make over their whole life right away, because none of that happened for us overnight. It happened with like, oh, this smells good, let me try this, and then we do a deeper dive, and then it's like, oh my gosh, cosmetics are like toxic, and you know, all this stuff, and then you start to kind of ditch and switch, as you say, a little at a time.
Yeah, you're the gatekeeper of your house. That's what I tell people. You're the gatekeeper of your house. So even though you can't control what's out there, you can control what's coming in.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was so fun. And people can find out more about you on your landing page. And do you have a Facebook kind of following that people could follow you and like learn more?
I do have a Facebook group.
Oh, great.
And
awesome.
Instagram. So I will share that all with you. So you're in our group, our Facebook group, where people can get oily education if they want to.
What's the name of it? I know I follow it. It's
Think Essentially.
Oh, it's Think Essentially, but don't you have like the Oily Oilers or something like that?
Oh, Ohana. We also have Ohana. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Ohana.
So essentially, it's more the local group.
Got it.
And then Ohana, yeah. So we're all about community and just helping everyone out, you know.
That's awesome. So what I'll do is I'll underneath this video, I will include like the links to all of your great spots so that people can find out more.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
It was so great to spend this time with you.
It was.
Okay.
Thanks, John.